What's up guys, welcome to the campaign finale of Let's Play Zoids vs. III! So now we've in-traded the cargo hold of the whale fortress thingy, which I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Whale Lord, I'm pretty sure. Unless that's the Pokemon. It could be the Pokemon, I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is going to be the last mission for the Liger Zero X, and we're really pushing this thing to its limits, even though, like I said before, it's incredibly powerful. I think I have the highest grade subparts that the campaign is going to give us. And it doesn't give us quite as many obscenely broken ones as the Battle Legends campaigns did. They both gave us the same ones by the end, and they were a bit more powerful, so we don't have like the Super Z arm or anything ridiculous like that. And we're just going to have to make do, because the game gives us what it wants to, and we don't really have any say in that. So this battle is pretty simple, but it's very close quarters. We have to fight Lord Gale, who we've defeated before in tournament mode, I believe. And we have to fight several Chimera Dragons, and you guys know Lord Gale from Battle Legends. He's actually a Zoid from Fusors. And he is one of the very few bipedal Zoids. He actually has a very unique design. All these Fusor Zoids have a very unique design. And the Chimera Dragons, while they look intimidating, are actually quite frail. I think they only have 2100 health. And these are especially weak. They have some good weapons, though. They're kind of a nice Zoid. Wouldn't really recommend them. Lord Gale actually has some great weapons, too. But he's just very cumbersome to use, and I really wouldn't recommend him. So I'm trying to dodge the Chimera Dragons while focusing on Lord Gale with the Electron Driver, and I should... There we go. I'm not the best shot with the Electron Driver like I am with, say, the dual sniper rifle. And now we can just absolutely savage these things with the blades. They just stand no chance. These ones might be weaker than the standard ones, I'm sure, even though the stun blades are obscenely powerful. Yeah, it looks like they only have just over 1,000 health. Like, maybe they only have like 1,200 or something. They're just exceptionally weak, but we have to fight like half a dozen of the damn thing. Like, there's several of them coming down at us, so we've got to be prepared for that. Thankfully, we did not take a lot of damage against Lord Gale. I think I've died to this mission before, so I'm not saying it's easy, but, you know, we're more than prepared with the Zero X. The Zero X might be better for this than the Race Tiger, just because of its mobility and pinpoint turning accuracy. Liger Zero X really cannot be underestimated with how good it is. Although we didn't have much of a hard time defeating it in the tournament mode, though. But, of course, it was not really in the best of hands there. It's on that one map that basically cripples the Liger Zero in any of the game's AIs. And look at this thing. Look at its gait. It's perfect cat-like gait. It really is well animated. Even though the frame rates in this game are not perfect, they're still a heck of a lot better than they were in Versus 2 in Battle Legends. I gotta give them a lot of credit for the improvements, though. Alright, so now we're gonna attack our rival here again, who has the Breastile Tiger, and we unlock a Zabat for this, which I don't know why we would use that this late in the game. There's literally no practical purpose for this. I really don't think we can even win this last fight by using it, and I'll explain why. So I'm finally done with the Zero X. I'm switching back over to the Race Tiger. The Race Tiger will be in the spotlight finally for the last two missions. I did my best to not use it abusively throughout this campaign, and I hope you guys appreciate my effort to show off every Zoid I could along the way. And hopefully I did not disappoint. So now is the moment of truth, guys. It's all coming to an end. And we can only do it with the most powerful Zoid, arguably in, well, maybe in the game, but definitely in this campaign. This thing is unrivaled. Alright, let's see what she can do. So, again, without being able to read the story, I don't have much context as to what's going on here, but this character has definitely been our rival. We've fought them many times already, and now they have the Breastile Tiger, which is obviously our rival. So we have to fight the Breastile Tiger, and there's a Genobreaker Jet up here as well, which is also quite powerful at close quarters. We can actually fall off of this arena, though, and fall off of the whale thingy, and crash into the ground and lose the battle that way. And I've had it happen before, but if you think you can get away by just using a flying Zoid, you can't, because there's a death barrier somewhere beneath the floor of this map that will just kill you instantly. You don't actually have to hit the ground for it to work. So there's also these turrets over here. I'm going to use the pinpoint laser cannon to destroy these turrets so I can have a better chance at not taking damage from the missiles and getting staggered, because I really don't want to have that to happen. So now I can actually focus on the Breastile Tiger a little bit. This is going to require some crackerjack timing with my mobility here. I'm not super worried about the Genobreaker Jet at range because, let's face it, it doesn't have any good weapons anyway. So I'm going to try to whittle this thing down a little bit with the pinpoint laser cannons and maybe use the laser nest a little bit because I can afford to waste the ammo for it. If this thing will hold still. Yeah, the Brass Style Tiger is pretty good. We will be talking about it more, but it has basically a lot of the same weapons that the Race Tiger does. It has its own blades. It has a beam that we saw in the opening cutscene of the game where it fires straight up into the sky in a huge barrage. You can actually, it's very minimalistic though. I like how most of the weapons are kind of closed up inside of it. Ooh, well played there, Genobreaker. I actually don't know who's piloting this Genobreaker jet, but I guess it's probably intrinsic to the story, but it's probably the same Genobreaker we fought, or the same character piloting the Genobreaker as before, but they've upgraded it since then, which would be pretty cool to think about. I wish I could understand what was going on in the story. Maybe somebody has a translation or has like a transcript of the plot essentially written down, like a summary of the plot written down that is translated I can read, but I've come to my own conclusions here and there, and hopefully I'm not completely off base. But definitely I'm definitely giving the story in this game a lot more justice than I gave it in Battle Legends, because I was just being unfair, which is a shame considering what a huge Zoids fan I am. I really shouldn't have given it such a hard time like I did. Man, this thing has got good defense. It's just eating damage like crazy. But we finally finished it off, so we're done up here. Means we can land the sucker and move on to the final battle. Also, if you look at the map there, you get to see just how tiny this arena is and the fact that we're on the giant floating whale thing. I feel like a Final Fantasy IV reference is needed there. Alright, we are victorious yet again. Looks like we got picked up in our friendly whale thing. I'm gonna figure out the name of it eventually. We get picked up in our friendly one with colored white, and we unlock the Storm Tyranno, which is the thing I showed off earlier. Which is actually that might have been the Storm Fury or whatever it's called. Yeah, there's the Storm Fury and the Storm Tyranno, I think, is what they're called. We unlocked that. And now moving on to the final battle. This is going to be a tough fight. This is arguably the toughest fight in the game. We have to fight not only the Brass Style Tiger and the Decalto Dragon at the same time, but we also have to fight the Megasaur after finishing them off. That's right, not the Deathsaur, not the Bloody Deathsaur, but the Megasaur after destroying these two. So this is literally the toughest Zoids in the game, all fighting us at once, and it's wonderful. I died many times to this. Mainly, I'm just trying to avoid the Megasaur's attacks while dealing with the Brass Style Tiger. I'm going to use my laser nest here to take it out quickly. The Decalto Dragon I can easily dodge its railgun at range, and now the trouble is going to be dodging the Deathsaur again while trying to finish the Decalto Dragon off, which is going to be easier said than done. Look at that chrome armor. Well, not chrome armor. It's more like a gunmetal gray armor as opposed to the black, but that thing is menacing as hell. And just like the previous fights with the Deathsaur and the Ultrasaurus, the most difficult thing about this battle is going to be dodging those damn missiles. And I'm so far so good, I haven't taken a lot of damage. Most of the damage you're going to receive is from failing to recognize that the Deathsaur is attacking you while you're dealing with the other two Zoids. So, we're doing really good now. I managed to dispatch both of the small opponents, now we can focus on the big prize. So, we are already on fire here, and it's too late to back down now. We've got to finish this guy off. Nothing's going to stop us now. So, yeah, dodging those missiles is really going to be the hard part. Now we have the toughest Zoid in this campaign with the most amount of health. You could try this with the 0X, but I really wouldn't recommend it because you just don't have a reliable means of taking out those Zoids quick enough, because the weapons on the Race Tiger are just better. So one thing you're going to notice about me using the laser nest is I'm going to be hesitating quite a bit while using it because it's almost guaranteed to stun the Deathsaur. So if I shoot it, chances are I'm going to get that stunning animation. If I were to follow that up with another shot, that shot would be wasted on the vulnerability frames that the Megasaur is going to have from being stunned. So I've got to wait for that effect to wear off. I've got to time it just perfectly to where I can get another shot in and deal a max amount of damage, because obviously I have a very limited supply of rounds for the laser nest because I had to use it on the Brass Style Tiger and the Decalto Dragon. So I'm really going to be relying on the pinpoint laser and the other weapons after I've run out of ammo for this thing. And so I whittled it down to about 3,700 health here. I have 5 shots left. Really the attack I'm worried about the most, other than the missiles is that laser cannon on the top of its head there, which has almost hit us quite a few times here. It's very, very accurate, and the projectiles move lightning fast. And even if you have a decent amount of range on it, we almost got hit by it earlier when we were fighting the Kalto Dragon. So yeah, this is a tough fight. I don't even want to admit to how many times I died on this. It was pretty bad. But yeah, obviously the Race Tiger is really the only fair chance we have against this thing. We're down to 1900 health, but we're losing health fast though. I think there's some kind of glitch where it can't fire its charged particle beam though, because I've never had to deal with that. Ooh, if we got hit by that cannon there, we would have been done for. I just got to keep moving, keep watching those missiles, taking as minimal damage as I can. Ooh, this is not good. I could be losing this one. Alright, come on, let's go. On your feet! Oh, I was one shot away from biting the dust there. Move, move, move. He's going to use his melee attack. Oh, that was close. Come on, just 1700 health. I cannot get hit again, or else I'm done. Oh, thank God those missiles went in the sand. I would have been dead there, too. If anything hits me right now, I am done. Come on, die, die, die! This is just luck right here. I'm about to just go all out on this thing, do some power slides, just nail it with the pinpoint laser, try to deal as much damage on it as fast as possible. Because if I don't kill this thing right now, I am done. I'm getting pretty good at dodging these missiles, though, I do have to say. Come on, 700 health. 500. Fall! Come on, he got stunned. Hurry up. Every time he gets stunned, he cycles weapons, too, which means he could switch to that laser cannon on his forehead, and I'd be done for. Come on, 100 health. You can do this. One more shot. One more. Oh. Yes. We are unstoppable. Man, that took so many tries, even with the Race Tiger fully decked out in good subparts. That is not an easy fight. You will die to that several times, I'm sure. I don't care what rank we got, I'm just glad we're done. It's over. So the story comes to an end. I still don't know what's going on. All I know is we defeated the bad guy, and it seems like he is being shamed, even though he... obviously we're still in good terms with him. Maybe he got arrested or something, who knows. Maybe it was all just for sport. Maybe there were no consequences after all, but we certainly destroyed a lot of valuable real estate, according to Megasaur. And there it is, lying in a heap as we pass by it in the mighty Race Tiger, the most broken Zoid ever to be given to us at the beginning of the campaign. Why they did that, I still don't know. I'm not too happy about that, but who cares?